Hey guys, what's up? It's Bronto75 here and welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm continuing my retrospective on the classic Mega Man series, in which I will be playing every single mainline game with the exception of some spin-offs. So last time, we played through Mega Man 6, in which I believe is one of the best NES titles. And this time, we're going to be booting up the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. So yeah, so you're noticing that this is a lot different from Legacy Collection 1, as one of the best things about that collection were the remixes, and as well as the database and museum, in which I love covering in the past 6 videos on this series. But for this one, it kind of seems as if it was rushed, because as soon as you boot it up, this is the very first thing that you see, like no title screen or anything. So it's just really weird. Maybe it's because I'm guessing it's probably because they were developing the Mega Man X Legacy Collection at this point in time, as well as Mega Man 11. Yeah, this is Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. Came out in 2017, 8 years ago, and this one houses the later Mega Man entries. So it's got Mega Man 7, which we're gonna be showcasing. Also has Mega Man 8, Mega Man 9, and Mega Man 10. But no Mega Man in base for some reason. That's so odd, considering that that game is canon to the mainline titles, yet they still did not include it in this collection. That's so weird. So yeah, so unfortunately, the only way I can record that game is through the Wii U's Virtual Console, as I am going to be showcasing that as well for this retrospective. But yeah, we're going to be playing through Mega Man 7, as obviously this game takes place after the events of Mega Man 6, where Dr. Wily finally got arrested. But yeah, also it's really weird how this collection uses the soundtrack from Mega Man 8. So yeah, that's all the more reasons to believe that it was likely rushed. But yeah, so what's new to this collection pretty much has mostly the same features from Legacy Collection 1, although a few that were omitted, like for some reason they did not add the database for these games, so it's just strange. However, what is new is that you can actually change the background borders or templates. So yeah, I have it set at 4 since it is the best one for these games. But yeah, I think that should be it. We got the button configuration, and yep, obviously I'm playing this on PlayStation, since I am a PlayStation guy. Yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into Mega Man 7. And yep, this game released on the SNES. And I'll get into more on that later, but let's take a look at the intro. In the year 20XX. Already loving the soundtrack. There's the big bad Dr. Wily. The world cheered Mega Man when, at long last, he captured and imprisoned Dr. Wily. Literally the events of Mega Man 6 right here. They even got the Capcom Times newspaper from the last game too, which I thought was a pretty interesting meta humor right there, or whatever. Meta reference, rather. Dr. Wily always knew his schemes might end in failure, and had planned for just such an occasion. Because of course he can. 4 robots had been hidden away, and after 6 months, without being contacted by Dr. Wily. Wait, does that say Willy? What the heck? How did I mess that up? They activate and begin searching for their master. And wow. This dude is ginormous, and he is already wrecking the city. And spoiler warning, by the way, he does not look like this in the in-game. Oh, jeez. Oh god, he's looking at us. And he's shooting at the camera too, jeez. What the heck did we do? Yep. Anyways, here is Mega Man 7, and this is the first classic Mega Man game to not be 8-bit, and because it's on the Super Nintendo, we're now seeing these brand new graphics right now. So Mega Man has gotten a new sprite, and holy crap, he looks so much better than the 8-bit entries. Look at this. Like, he looks exactly the same as he does in those artworks from the first 6 games. And not only that, but we also got new graphics. So yep, no longer 8 bits. No longer 8 bits. Mega Man has finally transitioned from 8 bits to 16-bit. And even before this, we already had Mega Man X on the same console, which came out a year before this game. And funny thing, it came out like a month after Mega Man 6. But yeah. And in spite of that though, in spite of that, the X series takes place, I think, 100 years after this series. But they still took a lot of inspiration from that game, and for many reasons that we will see very shortly. But anyways, let's go on and get started here. Oh, it's even got the Capcom logo sound file from Mega Man 6, but plays in 16-bit form this time. Anyway, we're gonna get started. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. And a first for the classic Mega Man series is an intro stage as well as an opening cutscene. We didn't see this in the first 6 games on the NES. So yeah. So yep, it's literally taking a lot of innovative features from Mega Man X1. So yep, it's pretty impressive. Yeah, so we got Mega Man, Roll, and new character Otto riding on a truck that's literally built as himself, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, this is Otto, who's actually a very comic relief character, and he's actually underrated. Like, I really like him a lot. He's hilarious. As we see right here, where he gives Mega Man a med helmet for some reason, and he says, "Personally, I kind of like the other one." I already like him a lot. But there it is, the iconic helmet, and he even strikes a pose, breaking the fourth wall, by the way. But yeah, I'm also already loving the soundtrack too. So yep, no longer 8-bit. And there's Dr. Light laying on the floor for some reason, along with our pal Rush. Yeah, I'm already loving the soundtrack too. No longer 8-bit. Alright, so he's telling Mega Man that Dr. Wily has broken loose, and he's pointing at the background to see all these shenanigans going on back there. Oh my gosh. Up and there, yep, there he is. Dr. Albert Wily is back. So, yep, this man, of course, found a way to BS his way out of jail. After we beat him for the 6th time in the last game. But anyways, now we can start. So now we have control of the blue bomber. Except, as I said, he's got a completely new sprite. And yep, he looks so much better because in most of these games, he's always seen in his iconic 8-bit sprite, which by Mega Man 9 had started to get really old though, so I kind of wish that in Mega Man 10 would use the graphics of this game and Mega Man 8. But yeah, but I love his sprite, and it's kind of a shame that this is the only classic series Mega Man game to ever use it. Oh wow, he looks so badass and cool. But anyways, this is the robot that we saw in the opening stage, but for some reason he's much smaller now. I'm not sure why this is, but I don't know. Probably a mistake by the devs. But yeah. Anyways, he's taken out very easily. But okay, so it looks like he's not the only boss we're fighting. Yeah. So this is Mega Man 7, the first classic Mega Man game to not be 8-bit. and as well as the first game to not be on the NES, but rather on the SNES or Super Nintendo, whichever you want to call it. Whichever you want to call it. My bad. But yeah, so he plays the same as in he plays exactly the same as in the first 6 games. And just like in Mega Man 4, 5, and 6, he can do a charge shot, and he can slide since Mega Man 3. Anyways, let's continue here, and whoa, who the heck is this dude? Alright then. I'm not sure what his deal is, but it looks like we're gonna have to fight back. We got no other choice. Alright, so this is a lot like Mega Man X, where you don't actually have to... This is a lot similar to Baba from Mega Man X1, where you don't necessarily have to beat him, but either just let him hit you a bunch of times or something, or hit him a bunch of times. But yeah, exactly how it works. You better tell me who you are. I'm Bass, and he's Treble. We have been trying to stop Dr. Wily while you were gone. I see now that you don't need our help. What are these guys' deal? Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are, Mega Man. I wonder what's up, but I guess we'll find out later. And also new to this game is the password system, which is very similar to the one from Mega Man X1, which had that very awesome kick-ass password theme. Like it's literally my favorite. It's literally my favorite from that series. But unfortunately, this one is not as good. I mean, it's cheery and all, but I don't know. I think that game's password system was a lot better. That's just my personal opinion. But anyways, oh yeah, and but yeah, this is also the first classic Mega Man game to have an intro stage, because the first 6 games on the NES, they'd always start like the second you hit the start button from the title screen. It always greets you with the menu showing all eight Robot Masters in one. But for this game, okay, so for this game, they decided to take a cue from the Game Boy games, in which they are showing 4 Robot Masters instead of 8. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But if you played those games, it really shouldn't be no different here. So anyways, as typical for these games, Mega Man still has Robot Masters that he needs to fight. So we got Freeze Man, Junk Man, Burst Man, and Cloud Man. We're gonna be taking on Freeze Man first, because he's my personal favorite to fight. He's a personal favorite to fight against as a starting stage, and wow, I love how he looks at the camera during that. But here we go. Except this is a winter themed stage, and yep. Oh my god, these graphics. Now both the NES and Super NES were not the consoles I particularly grew up with, since they existed long since before my time. Anyways, I'm gonna try to pull off this trick right here. Let's go. So yeah, that trick right there I have learned from speedrunners, so it's a lot similar to the Super Arrow trick that I did in Gyro Man stage and Charge Man stage in Mega Man 5. But yes, during that very instance, if Mega Man jumps during the screen transition, he can still gain his jump momentum. So yeah, and that's how he was able to grab the ladder right there and skip that whole section. So it's really sick. Alright, so we gotta wait for this guy to drop the icicle. Yeah. But of course in this game, Mega Man still dies in one hit if he's hit. Mega Man still dies in one hit if he's touched by a spike, so we gotta watch out for that. Alrighty, so alright, and we got Rush Coil right off the bat. And thank God it's nothing like the one from Mega Man 5, so once again the spring is back on his back. Alright, and okay, we gotta time our jumps. There we go. Alright, so yep, so just like in Mega Man 5 and Mega Man 6, this game also features collectibles, and like Mega Man 5, we can collect letters. So yep, already taking a lot. So yep, it's taking. So not only is it taking a few cues from Mega Man X, but also from those 2 games as well. All right, so for this part, we're gonna have to use Rush Coil to get up here. Ooh. You can also do slide jumps, but I'm just gonna play it safe with Rush Coil. So that right there is a new item that we had never seen in the series thus far. So yeah, so that right there is the rush search, where basically rush you can have rush dig on the ground and find some objects. So yeah, which I will be showcasing right after this. So gonna do another screen transition trick. Bam. Yep, it just skipped that enemy completely. So yeah. Yeah, so just like in all my other classic Mega Man videos, this is not going to be a casual run, as I'm going to be performing I will be performing some tricks and even glitches that I've learned from these speedrunners. So yeah, anyways, we got our first use of the rush search. So we have to stand at this specific spot, and this is where he will dig up something. Let's see what it is. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, I've never... Whoa, oh my god. No, oh my god. What is happening? Oh my god. Okay, that's not... Okay, that is not the one that we needed. What he's supposed to dig up is the escape item. It's right here somewhere. There we go. I've never had that happen. Like a completely different item just randomly spawned up there. Feels like Sonic Adventure 2. Anyways, we come up to Freeze Man right here, and oh yeah, by the way, he actually does a taunt right there. Yeah, he does his taunt pose, like he moves his hand like this as if he's saying, "Come at me." So yeah, it's a lot like Skull Man, to where if you do not move, Freeze Man will also not move as well. It's pretty hilarious, because the only difference is that Skull Man doesn't even do anything, he just stares at you. But for Freeze Man, he just literally taunts you, as if he's saying, "Come at me." Anyways, let's go on and do this. Yeah, Freeze Man is a very, very difficult fight, but I already know his pattern, so there's no way I'm going to lose to him. There you go. Yeah, he does react to your attacks, where if you try to shoot him, he will jump. Yeah, you can use it as an opportunity to slide under him. Yeah, so be careful not to get hit by his freeze cracker, because obviously, going by the name, he will freeze Mega Man if that move makes contact. And also, you gotta make sure to jump over that his freeze shock. You gotta make sure to jump over his ice shockwave, because it will immobilize Mega Man if he's touched by it. So you gotta be careful. And bam, you're dead. Yeah, very, very easy fight. I mean, I made it look easy, but if it's your first time playing, I don't recommend going for Freeze Man first. I think I'd probably recommend maybe doing Cloud Man or Jug Man first, since those guys are much easier to fight against. But yeah. Anyways, the freeze cracker fires ice bullets, doesn't it? Yes, and the bullets will split when they hit the ground. This is okay. So this is one thing that I like about this game. It is similar to what Mega Man 6 did, where they show Mega Man using the weapons he acquires. But for this game, he frequently teleports back to Dr. Light to ask him how, oh my god, I cannot speak. In this game, he teleports back to Dr. Light to ask him about how to use the weapon and how it works, and then Dr. Light replies that, and then Dr. Light further demonstrates how Dr. Light fully demonstrates the utility of the weapon. So yeah, that's one of the things I like about this game. And I kind of wish more games did this kind of thing. Yeah, that was it for Freeze Man. So now we're gonna be taking on Burst Man, whose stage is actually one of my favorites in the game. There you go. Let's go on and do this. So I always thought, going by the name, I thought he was a fire type Robot Master, but no, he's a bubble type. So I mean, I guess it makes sense since what is it? Bubbles do burst after all, so it's whatever. But yeah, so this is Burst Man stage, and wow, okay, so the background of the stage reminds me a whole lot of Chemical Plant from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Pretty interesting. But anyways, so yep, it's got these returning countdown bombs from Mega Man 6, in which we first saw in Blizzard Man stage from that game. So they pretty much function the exact same way, so you just have to wait for the countdown, and then time your jump so that you don't get hit by the explosion. But I also love, yeah, said it before and I'll say it again, but I love the soundtrack for this game. I do think it's underrated. I know a few criticized it for how, you know, what is it, whiny-esque it sounds, or maybe I can't think of a better description for it, but yeah, I don't think it sounds too bad. I mean, I feel like this game, I feel like this game and Mega Man X2 have a very have a similar sound font, I think. You know, since both games came out in the same year, I think, at least in North America anyway. But yeah, it definitely sounds a lot similar to Mega Man X2's sound font. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense though, since they're, you know, all these games, you know, the first 3 Mega Man X games and this game were all released on the Super Nintendo. Anyways, coming up to a mini boss right here. Wow. This is literally Bubble Crab before he was even a thing, who was also a character in Mega Man X2 as well. Oops. I failed to telegraph his shots right there. Alright, I'm gonna try to pull up this glitch here. Or trick rather. Ooh, okay, I almost got that off. But yeah, doing that helps save a lot of time right there. So yeah, like I said, as I said before, similar to oh god, that was close. Similar to the first 6 Mega Man videos, this is not going to be a casual playthrough, as I will be using tricks and abusing glitches that I have learned from speedrunners. So yeah, because I have done a lot of practice runs on this game to ensure that I have a better result. So yeah. Anyways, so we got the disappearing, reappearing block section, which is nothing new for this series at this point. Dang it. Okay, I missed time my jump. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, sometimes it's hard to do some of these cleanly while doing commentary, so it's fine. I'll take the death. Alright, so this is a pretty interesting gimmick right here, to where you have to let this water carry you as it's rising. So yeah, pretty good stuff. So yeah, I'm already liking some of the level design around here. It's pretty sick. Ready, and using the rush coil so I can what? Oh my gosh. Come on, game. There we go. Okay, let's not mess this up again. There we go. Sucks I messed it up on the first try, but that's okay. We all make mistakes, and it's all good. Bam. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I also like how it's got the swimming mets from. It's also got these swimming mets from Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 5, which is pretty sick. Alright, so we're gonna use Rush Coil again to get up here and grab the R letter. So that is the second one. So yeah, so what those letters unlock is the power adapter. I think that's what it was called. I forgot to look it up before recording this video. So yeah, so just like Mega Man 6, Mega Man has the ability to morph, or Mega Man has the ability to transform with Rush, so that he can get the so that you can get the power adapter, and also the jet adapter as well. Okay, so I think so. So I do like how they did bring this. I like how they brought this mechanic back from Mega Man 6, where in that game you get the jet and power forms. But in this game, they're actually mixed together to where Mega Man can use both abilities. So yeah, we will be saying that after we get all the letters. So yeah, anyways, so we made it to Burst Man right here. So Burst Man, even with his weakness, is still one of the difficult bosses in this game. So he's weak to Freeze Man. So yeah, so as what Dr. Light said right here. Oh, as what Dr. Light said. Oh my God. Yeah, you see that right there. He is a difficult fight. But yeah, so his Burst Man's main attack is that he fires his burst wraps, and those things are tough as hell to avoid, because if you get caught by them, there's a chance that they will send you right into the spikes. So I'm gonna do some concentration here. Oh my God, no. Why did it go upwards? Oh my God, I couldn't jump. jump does not come out. Come on. There we go. Yeah, had to do a lot of concentration on that. But yeah, so as what Dr. Light said, Freeze Man's weapon can fire an ice projectile, and when it hits a wall, it will split into, I think, 8 directions. So it's a lot similar to Shotgun Ice from Mega Man X1. Anyways, the Danger Wrap fires out a bomb in case any bubble, doesn't it? Yes, but it can also be used to encase other things besides bombs. Alright, thanks for the explanation, Dr. Thomas Light. So with that, we got the Danger Wrap. But yeah, not a fan of Burst Man. Okay, I forgot. That's Danger Wrap is the name of the weapon. My bad. But yeah, Burst Man is a boss that I never liked fighting against because, oh my god, because I don't know how to properly avoid his Danger Wraps, because man, those things can screw you over, and the only way to break out of them is if you mash buttons or just push left or right on the D-pad over and over. But man, and you have to do that very quickly. Yeah, it's so annoying. Anyways, we're gonna be taking on the third Robot Master, and this is Cloud Man. And I find it funny how he has no legs. Just a cloud beneath him, which is weird. But here we go, onto this stage right here. And this stage is basically Airman 2.0, as it has some enemies returning from that game. Dang it, I thought I could make it. But it has some enemies returning from that game. Okay, yeah, that's fine, I'll take a game over. This stage, so Cloudman stage is basically Airman stage from Mega Man 2, as it has some returning enemies from that game. So we will be seeing that momentarily. Yeah, it's hard to pull off some of these tricks while doing commentary, so. But I've done practice runs, so it's not really as bad. Nice. Well-timed pellet shot right there. Alright, so the main gimmick of the stage is that it's got the weather effect. So yeah, and by hitting this guy with Freeze Man, it actually causes the whole area to snow. Pretty awesome. And the soundtrack for this is the soundtrack again is freaking fantastic. I love it a lot. It's so underrated in my opinion. So underrated. So yeah, this stage does have quite a lot of bombless pits, so gotta be extra careful around here. There we go. Oops. Okay, let me try this. Ah, dang. Okay. I try to do the trick that I do in the I try to do the same trick that I do in the NES games, where I would time my charge shot and then immediately kill the enemy the second they spawn in as I'm moving. So yeah. It is still possible to do in this game, but it's very tight though. Oh, yeah, by the way, what's also new to classic Mega Man is being able to swap weapons with L1 and R1. Thank God. Now because the NES did not have shoulder buttons, you would always have to pause the game in order to select another weapon. So yep, so this is yet another thing that this game improves upon, because the NES did have shoulder buttons, which were L and R. So good stuff. Alright, so we do need to use rush coils again on up here. Grab this extra life just in case. Alright, so we do need to go this way and grab the U letter. So just one more letter to go. Nice. Alright, so carefully climb down. Yep, it's got those enemies. It's got those small bird enemies from Mega Man 2, where they hatch from eggs. They hatch from those eggs, and they will all home in on Mega Man. So yeah, they're literally the exact same enemy types. So, yeah, so nothing new there. We're also gonna be seeing those fan enemies from that stage too. I don't remember if I said in when I covered that game a few months ago, but yeah, you can actually make those enemies despawn. Like I think depending on the right frame or something. But yeah. Anyway, let's get on up here, and I recognize that whistle. It's Proto Man. Let's go. It's been a while, Mega Man. Here is a little information. Your weapons can be used to discover hidden areas. Try using the flame weapon in the woods. That's it. Okay, well, thanks for the advice. We don't even have a flame weapon yet, but yeah, it's nice. It's very nice of Proto Man to let us know. Let us know that information ahead of time. Yeah, we got Proto Man in this game, but thankfully this won't be the only time you see him, because in the last game, Mega Man 6, he only shows up once just to give Mega Man an energy balancer. But thankfully, he does have a more prominent role in this game. So this is definitely a good redeemable aspect from Mega Man 5, where like for some reason, like the way he was used was just was a bit consequential, because like, you know, Dr. Wily literally creates these Darkman robots, and one of which that turned into Proto Man, and that they kidnapped Dr. Wily, not Dr. Wily, and that they kidnapped Dr. Light. So yeah, I always thought that was, I still think that was really weird. But yeah, anyway, what I'm doing right here is that what I'm doing right here is making these enemies respawn endlessly, so that's because when these small birds spawn, and if you kill them, they drop a lot of bolts. So we're gonna pause and push R1. So you look down at the bottom left corner of the screen, and so we currently have 256 bolts. So yeah, so this is another thing that's new to this series. Or actually, no, the Game Boy games did it first. I think Mega Man 4 on Game Boy did it first. So it has since been a thing. It has been a thing since that game. Yeah, so whenever you kill enemies, or if you navigate through the levels, you will find these small flashlight-looking items called bolts, and these are used as currency. So yes, because there is a shop in this game that we can go to. But yeah, we will be going through that after we beat the last Robot Master, which is Junkman, as well as another stage. But yeah. And we also got E-Tanks, and we also got this that we got from Freeze Man stage, and it also shows the letters that we got so far. So yeah. So yeah, what I'm doing here is farming for these bolts. And big shoutouts to Jay's Reviews for revealing this when he did his review on this game about a year ago. But yeah, he actually mentioned in his review that you can actually farm for bolts by killing the infinitely spawning little birds, as they drop a lot of bolts. So yeah, I am doing this in order to save some time, so that I don't have to come back to the stage again, because unfortunately, you know, this being on the SNES and taking a lot of notes from Mega Man X1, we do have to backtrack to at least 2 stages after we beat all the Robot Masters. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get up to at least 400. Okay, nope, we have enough. But yeah, big shoutouts to Jay's Reviews, and I recommend checking out his channel because he's the GOAT. Anyways, we're gonna continue through here, and yep, we got here are the fan enemies from Airman stage from Mega Man 2 as well, in which they will try to blow you away. Yeah, we gotta be extra careful. There we go. And what I'm doing throughout this game is slide jumping. So you have to do that you have to do it at a very precise timing, like before you end up falling off. So yeah. Anyways, here is Cloudman right here. So I'm gonna try to fight him without using his weakness on him, because unfortunately, what's also taken from the Mega Man X games on the SNES is that whenever you hit a boss with his weakness, they will flinch and stagger for little bits. And not only that, but they also get longer iframes. So I'm primarily just fighting them Buster only until they're at their last point of their health, so that way I can score in the final hit. So yeah, I think it's much more satisfying this way, because, you know, it's not really that fun fighting the bosses with their weaknesses, because most of the time when they get hit, they have the tendency to repeat their attack patterns over and over. So yeah, it's never fun that way. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. But that was it for Cloud, man. Very easy fight. That's good. Alright, so back to Dr. Light. What's he gonna tell us? The Thunderbolt fires out electrically charged spears, right? I butchered the pronunciation of that word, I'm sorry. Yes, and it can also be used to power some electronic machines. Which is exactly what we're gonna do in the very next stage, which is Junkman. But with that, we got the Thunderbolts, as Mega Man already said what it was. But yeah. Alrighty, so here he is right here. I will say though, I do love I love the designs of these Robot Masters, especially Junkman. He literally looks like a guy cosplaying as a machine or something. I don't know why. It's ridiculous, but I love it nonetheless. Yeah. Anyway, here's his stage right here. It was which is probably my second favorite behind Freeze Man. I just love the level design. Actually, no, I think it's my third favorite. My third favorite behind Freeze Man and Burst Man. Like I think this is a factory type stage or something. But yeah. Alright, and what I don't like about the stage are those weird ass insects that spawn from those things right there. I'm guessing that's the inspiration of Devil Bat Shields' stage from Mega Man 03, to where you would have there are like these Lamingo enemies that would come out from holes and stuff like that. So yeah. Apparently, I heard that Inta Creates, who did the Zero series, ZX, and Mega Man 9 and 10, had also did this game as well, from what I've heard. I think I heard a few individuals bring that up. It's kind of interesting. If that's actually true, then wow, that's actually something. Anyways, so we do need to go down here so that we can get the last letter, which is the S. And here I am gonna take an intentional death, so that I can respawn back on this pathway, so that I can take another pathway, which will lead to the electronic machine that Dr. Light was talking about earlier. So yeah, so that does require the Thunderbolts in order to use. So I'm just taking intentional damage because I don't care. All right, so here it is right here. So we have to shoot at it with the Thunderbolt. So that way it activates these platforms. So we do need to stand on we do need to stand on this platform on the left, and occasionally climb this ladder because there are some ceilings that we do need to watch out for. Love this soundtrack, it's so good. Climb this. Alright, wait for this to move, and we have access to the Rush Jet, and for the very first and so far only time in the Classic series, it's featured as a collectible rather than beating 4 Robot Masters to get it. So yeah, there's like a lot of things that I love about this game. Like, I still prefer Mega Man 4, but this game really beats the first 6 NES games right out of the portion, like with all these new innovative features. Oh yeah, we also got the Super Adapter. So yep, this is what you get after collecting all the letters. So yeah, so yep, this is exactly how it is in Mega Man 6, where in that game you get the Jet and Power forms, but in this game they mixed both of them are mixed together and are fused into one. So Mega Man can fire his Rocket Punch, which I think is an improvement, from Mega Man 6, to where you'd have to be close to an enemy in order to punch them, but sometimes that would get you hit. And he also has access to the Jet, which is nice. Yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be using that at least not for a while. So we're going to use Rush Jet right here, which functions the exact same as it did since Mega Man 4, as you can only move up and down. So unfortunately you still cannot move Rush in any direction like in Mega Man 3. But yeah. Alright, so we're gonna use it again right here and hopefully not mess this up. Let's see if we can get this. Ooh, pretty close. Just shooting my pellet shots just in case. Alright, perfect. We got it first try. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, you can leave now, Rush. Nice. Bam. And you're out of here. Oh, there we go. What the heck? I was trying to slide. Ready? So coming up to Junkman, who may seem difficult at first if it's your first time playing, but he is actually very easy since I do know his pattern. Alright, so he starts out by doing his ground pound, so you do have to jump in order to avoid getting stunned. So you have same exact move that Gutsman did in Mega Man 1. Alright, so he does that right there. And you gotta slide under that because that move will immobilize Mega Man if it touches him. Alrighty, and then after a while he will, for a short while he will jump 3 times, and then during the third jump he will throw junk at you. I think he throws it at your current location, so you gotta make sure to avoid it. Alright, so dodge that right there. I just realized Metal Shark. Oh god, I didn't think he'd jump across the screen right there. But yeah, I just noticed that Metal Shark player from Mega Man 6 does the exact same thing as what Junkman does, which I just realized. But there we go, he is down. Yeah, because you see right here, like in that stage from that game, you also have tons of junk everywhere. So, dang, I can't believe there are a lot more connections between the classic and X series more than I initially realized. But anyways, the junk shield will protect the user with rotating spears, right? Yes, but the spears can only absorb so much damage before they are destroyed. Alrighty. So yep, so the junk shield, shut up phone. God. The junk shield is one of the best weapons in the entire classic series because so as what Dr. Light said, it's very good at tanking hits from smaller enemies. So yeah, so that move will definitely be put to good use in later stages. Anyways, moving on. Welcome home, Mega Man. Dr. Light, what do you think of bass? His actions don't seem to indicate a threat. So far, I don't believe he is our enemy. I wonder what's up with that guy. What's that? What is this? Wily is attacking the robot museum. You must leave now, Mega Man. Alright, let's go see what's up. I'm guessing he's there to find some robots or something. But anyways, we're on to, okay, so also new to Classic Mega Man is a mid-stage, which is pretty cool. I begin to think that the Zero series took notes from this. But yeah, I love the aesthetics of this. I love the aesthetics of the stage. It's got these med-shaped bushes, which is a pretty cool detail. It's got these schematics of I think Mega Man. I don't know. And we get to see all the previous robot masters from the past 6 games. So here is Snake. We also get to see them in 16-bit form. So here is Snake Man. This is Blizzard Man. We got Pharaoh Man, we even got Pharaoh Man, and he even does the exact same pose from Mega Man 4. There's also Plant Man. There's also Plant Man back there. He's hiding. There's also Flame Man back there from Mega Man 6. And here's Heat Man. Love the pose that he's doing. And also, this theme is a remix of Guts Man, Heat Man, and Snake Man, respectively. So, yep, I love this melody. And here is Dr. Wily, and of course he's capturing Guts Man because I still don't understand why Dr. Wily has an infatuation with Guts Man, despite the fact that he was made by Dr. Light. So what the heck, dude? And also we see Skull Man and Ring Man back there. Love seeing their 16-bit designs. Anyway, here's the mini boss for the stage. I forget what he's called, but the only way to damage him is if you hit his head, and he's weak to the danger wrap. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Got a good panel right there. Take this. Wait for it to come here. Oop. Unfortunately, it does have a hitbox. There we go. Easy fight. Let's go. Ha ha. Insane stuff. But yeah, so Dr. Wily didn't even say anything to us right there, so I'm guessing he didn't want to waste any time or whatever. Anyways. Mega Man, it's a disaster. Wily and his robots are rampaging through the middle of the city. Get going. Yes, sir, Dr. Light, sir. But yeah, I was gonna say that, but yeah, I'm not surprised that he's capturing Guts Man because I already said this in my Mega Man 2 one-shot. I already said this in my Mega Man 2 video for the retrospective, but it's so weird. I again find it so weird how in Mega Man 1, in the final stage where he has golden Gutsman statues, and like I always find it weird how in that stage he had golden Gutsman statues. It's like, why does this old ass man have an obsession with a robot that he didn't even create? It was made by Dr. Light, for crying out loud. Goodness. But anyways, let's move on. Alright, so now we got all 8 Robot Masters, as we got 4 more. So we got Spring Man, Slash Man, Shade Man, and Turbo Man. But before that, I'm going to push the touchpad on my PS5 controller because doing that will allow Mega Man to go into whatever this place is. I wonder, is this a shop? Let's see. The music is all cheery, so it must be something, and it is! Here's Otto again! Welcome to Big Eddie's, I'm Otto, Dr. Light's #1 student. There's our boy Eddie back there. Unfortunately, I lost one of my bolts, and so have I lost a couple of screws loose. If you find my Hyperbolt, I would appreciate it if you bring it back here. Anyway, I'll try my hardest. I'll make items out of any other bolts you may find. Select the item you want me to make. So yep, I love Ido. He's such a good character. But anyways, yep, so this is nothing new for classic Mega Man if you played Mega Man 4 or Mega Man 5 on Game Boy, which both came out before this game. So yeah, so yep, it's exactly as it sounds. So it's got extra life, it's got E-tanks, it's got weapon tanks. Yeah, this we already got from Freeze Man stage, and it's got Beats returning from Mega Man 5 and Mega Man 6. Though he behaves very differently in this game, to where he no longer attacks enemies, but instead, as what Otto says, he will instead come and pick you up when you fall in a hole. So yeah. I mean, it's an interesting change, but I don't know. I think I preferred I preferred him attacking enemies, as that was he was one of the best things about Mega Man 5, where he not only attacked enemies but also bosses. So it's kind of a shame that he's been slowly regressing in each game he's in, because he was super OP in Mega Man 5, but slowly became less powerful in Mega Man 6, to where in that game he no longer attacks bosses. And then in this game and starting with this game, he's only relegated to saving Mega Man from almost bits. But yeah. So Otto just told us that he lost his Hyperbolt, so which means we do have to find it in one of the stages. And that also means we have to find Beat in one of the stages. I think he says it here. Yeah, he does. This item is supposed to call Beats, but Beat is not responding. I'm worried, Mega Man. Please find Beat. So yeah. Yeah, we do have to revisit the stage for that, unfortunately. So yeah, we're only in it for the E-tanks. Boonk. I love how that just bounces off his head. That's so funny. Also, I love this music. It sounds so carnival. It sounds like something you would hear in a carnival. Like, literally. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna go to Turbo Man, but we're not actually gonna fight him directly. The only reason I'm doing this is that the only reason I'm doing his stage right now, but not fighting against him, is so I can get the hyper adapter. I already forget what it's called, but yeah, I think the game tells you. But yeah, here's his stage right here. We're not gonna be seeing a lot of it. But yeah, anyways, here is this mini boss with the Trucker Joe. Nice. Oh, okay. Managed to get that in one cycle without having to take a second hit. Okay, I'm not gonna grab that extra life since I am gonna take intentional deaths so I can leave the stage. Because yeah, unfortunately, in all these games, you cannot leave the stage once you enter. So yeah, so you do have to resort to purposefully dying. I get it. Okay, so my only problem with the bubble not bubble wrap. My only major problem with the danger wrap is that you can only fire one at a time. So yeah, you can't fire one until the enemy who is hit with it until the enemy who is hit with it explodes with the bomb inside of it. So yeah. All right, tricky parts. Timer jump. Nice. Yeah, cause so those tires, those moving tires up there will push you. So you gotta time your jumps efficiently. And I'm gonna use Junkman right here. So, yep. So this is a shield weapon. So it's got junk shields surrounding Mega Man, and it will protect them from harm, but they will dissipate the more it takes hits from enemies. So yeah, best to keep that in mind. All right, so I'm gonna climb all the way up here so that I can activate the super adapter. Let's go. I love the animation on that. All right, so cling onto this ladder and just wait for this enemy to stop doing its thing and leave. Goodbye. So now he's out of the way. So we're gonna get the rush search again and have him dig up something that we will need, and that is very crucial for the rest of the game. All right, come on, Rush. Let's see what you got. We got it. All right, so that right there is an improved version of the Rocket Punch to where it now goes faster. So where not only does it go faster, but it also homes in on enemies. So yeah, it's pretty sick. Yep, it goes for not only does it go faster and that it goes further, but it homes in on enemies. So yeah, I will be using it in a later stage. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna show right here. Okay. Okay, well he got away, but yeah, it homes in on enemies now, which is very freaking stellar. And it's Proto Man again. Yep, here he is. What's up now? Mega Man, have you collected the R, U, S, and H circuit plates? Oh, okay, they're called circuit plates. Cool, but remember, the Super Mega Man armor is too bulky to allow you to slide. You could have told us this in Mega Man 6, dude. Come on, dude. I literally had to describe it in that video. Good luck, Mega Man. I'll see you later, if you survive. What? What the hell do you mean, if you survive? You're his brother, dude. Why would you say that? I don't think that's fair on your behalf, my man. He really thinks Mega Man is going to die? Come on, dude. Have some faith in your younger brother, my dude. Okay, anyway, so yeah, taking intentional hits, and I'm gonna take an intentional death here, because yeah, that right there is the reason why I decided to enter this stage, because the hyper adapter is literally freaking awesome. Like you saw right there that it homes in on enemies, and it's also weak to a certain robot master. So yeah, we will be seeing that momentarily. Okay, taking intentional deaths here. By the way, this part right here is a reference to Quick Man stage from Mega Man 2. As instead of instant kill lasers, it has instant kill flamethrowers. So yeah, literally already paying homage to the events of literally already referencing a game that came out. Really already referencing something that happened five games ago, which is pretty crazy. All right, so now we're gonna do the proper order. Now that I got the hyper adapter, and we're gonna be taking on Slash Man. Let's go on and do this. And this guy is just literally just Wolverine. By the way, guys, are you guys excited for that Wolverine game being done by Insomniac Games? I look forward to it. There we go. Time our jumps. Ooh, barely. Okay, it didn't work as planned, but I still made it without dying. Alright, so this stage is basically Woodman Stage 2.0, as it takes place in a forest, and I feel like that might have been the intention, because yeah, this stage and Woodman are very similar. Alright, so normally they intend you to use that dinosaur. It's a lot similar to the one from Brightman stage from Mega Man 4, but instead I'm going to use the Rush Jet. So you gotta be extra careful right here because there's a chance that these enemies will try to knock you off of Rush, which I fear might happen. Ooh, okay, close. Okay, I'm safe. But yeah, I did a lot of practice runs on this game, but thank goodness I managed to get this first try. Oh my god. I don't know how I keep forgetting about that Sniper Joe. He always screws me over. Alright, so climb up here and okay. Suddenly a dinosaur bot, so yep, that was what those danger signs were telling us, and he's weak to Burst Man. Oh my god. Come on, behave, dude. I swear. I can never predict what this guy is going to do because sometimes when I hit him, he just immediately backs away. So yeah, I've seen speed like that's a trick that I normally that's yet another trick that I've learned from speedrunners, but it seems like they never encounter any instance where the dinosaur will just back away when you hit it. So I'm not sure. Maybe there's like a certain spot that I have to stand at or something to get the right pattern from that dinosaur, but I don't really know for sure. But wow, very short stage, as we're already at Slash Man. So Slash Man, he's a pretty fun boss to fight, but the main problem is that he loves to do this move where he drops a bunch of gelatin pies or ketchups. I don't even know what those things are. But if one of them touches Mega Man, they will prevent him from jumping and attacking, and that will give Slash Man the opportunity to get in a free hit. But yeah, so yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this fight. Like I don't know how to avoid these stupid gelatin pies or ketchups, whatever they are. Oh my god, can't move. Yeah, it sucks if you land. Yeah, it sucks if you land. If you land next to the puddle, you can't even move. Hello? Oh, right. It's because I'm using a broken earphone. I didn't get to hear the death sound effect there. But there we go. That was it for Slash Man. Relatively difficult fight, but we still came through. The Slash Claw cuts things apart, doesn't it? Yes, but it has limited range. That's it. Alright. But yeah, we get the Slash Claw, which is one of my favorite weapons in the entire series, and it took me until doing practice runs for this video that this move is actually way more useful than I gave it credit for. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing it put to good use in the next stage, which is Spring Man. I feel like the concept for Spring Man was already pretty obvious because when we played through Nightman stage in Mega Man 6, there was a section with a ton of springs, and it looks like that fully came to fruition with this stage. So yep, it looks like it's finally come true. I even said in my video on that game that Sigma Stage 1 in Mega Man X also had a spring gimmick, which is pretty cool. So here we are on Spring Man stage. Okay, I was getting screwed over by that spring enemy. So Spring Man stage makes good use of tons of springs, even more so than Nightman stage, and yeah, I think it's a pretty fun stage. I love it a lot. It's really great. A lot of spring themed aesthetics, enemies, and and obstacles. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. And we're definitely making a lot of good use of these Slash Claws. We're making a lot of good use of the Slash Claw. So yeah, so this move allows Mega Man to do a swipe. This move allows Mega Man to do a swipe, and yep, as it was implied earlier, it can cut through enemies. So I feel like that move was basically this move was basically the Z Saber before it was even a thing. But yeah, it's some pretty sick stuff. Yeah, this game does have some pretty good weapons. Unfortunately, though, Mega Man 4 so far, Mega Man 4 is the only game to where all of the weapons were actually useful. Like there was no bad weapon. There's no bad weapon in that game. All of them were useful. Because I still love the Pharaoh shot. I still love the time stopper. I still love the time stopper. I also love using Dustman's weapon, Toadman's weapon. Who else's weapon I love using in that game? I also loved using Drillman's weapon especially. Like all the weapons in that game were super good. But yeah, it's kind of a shame how in every other game besides that one. Also, oh yeah, by the way, right there we just got the Hyper Bolt that we need to give Otto. So yeah, it was in this stage all along. I'm not even sure how you left it. Not even sure how you left it here. But it's kind of a shame how, apart from Mega Man 4, all the other games had some of the games had some pretty good weapons, but some weapons were decent, others were best, but others were pretty decent, but others were just flat out pretty bad. And it's especially the case for Mega Man 5, where literally the worst weapon in the entire series was the Power Stone. So yeah, to this day I still think that weapon sucks. Like a lot worse than charge kick and top spin. Even though I do love top spin. Alrighty, anyway. Yeah, making good use of the hyper adapter. So yeah, and I do love that the rocket punch homes in on enemies. Some sick stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna switch here. By the way, the slash call can actually go through the Sniper Joe's shield, by the way. Yeah, it has a lot of good uses. Take this. Best we can go. Alrighty, so coming up to Springman right here. Also, I love how he strikes a pose, similar to what Freeze Man did. Alright, so he is weak to the slash claw. And unfortunately, if you hit him with a slash claw, he will repeat his pattern, so I'm just gonna try to fight him Buster only with Buster only until he reaches the last point of his health. Oh god! He has a command grab! Wow! Dang. This game is introducing a lot of new aspects that you would never expect. But yeah, Springman has a command grab, and I think he's the first robot master in the classic series to have a move like that. So yeah, so he does that move if he is close to Mega Man, and not only when he slams Mega Man up into the ceiling like that, he actually does a lot of damage with that move, and it's very brutal. So yeah, so you gotta make sure he doesn't get close to you. So I'm gonna ensure that doesn't happen again. There. There you go. I tried to do it. So this is another trick that you can do to where you gotta time your slash claw. Dang it! I missed him again. Dang it! I was so slow. Okay, hopefully I can do it again in the refight. But yeah, there's a chance you can hit Springman again before he enters his repeated attack phase. But yeah, I think that requires precise timing. That requires very precise timing to do. Anyways, the wild coil launches one coil forward and one coil backward, right? Yes, but remember to charge the coils to make them jump higher. Oh, it's a chargeable weapon. Okay, well, technically it's not the first chargeable weapon in the series. I mean, we already had a Heatman's weapon from Mega Man 2, as well as the Pharaoh shot from Mega Man 4, which were both chargeable weapons. I still think Pharaoh Man's weapon is probably the best. Or actually, no. Pharaoh Man's weapon is the second best classic Mega Man weapon. Because the actual best classic Mega Man weapon is the Break Dash from Mega Man 5 on Game Boy. But yeah, I will delve further into that when I get into that game. retrospective. But yeah, so we got the Wild Claw, in which I'm not gonna be really using a whole lot. Probably not until the final boss. And I'll tell you, I do have a lot of things to say about that boss because it sucks balls. But anyways, we're gonna move on to Shade Man, whose stage is probably my favorite one in the game, mainly for its soundtrack alone. But I do love his design, by the way. And I love the way the stage starts because Mega Man looks at the landscape at the background as it starts to lit up. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let's go on and get through here. So of course this is a haunted theme stage, and it's got these zombie bots. So yeah, I think this is the first haunted stage in the series. So yeah, because kind of looks like something you would see from what is it? Maybe it looks similar to that one stage from Super Mario World, which was also on the SNES. But yeah, mostly I would see these level design types from the Sonic series, as as that one has a lot of Halloween-esque stages. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice. And I love the soundtrack, dude. It's so good. It's like not only is it my favorite stage in the game, it also has not only is it my favorite stage in this game, it also has the best soundtrack in the game as well. It's so good. And the best thing about it is that you can actually there's actually a cheat code that you can do when loading up a stage. I think you'll hold the A button or something if you were to play on the SNES. But if you do that, it actually plays the Ghosts and Goblins theme, which actually replaces this. But why the hell would you want to do that? This theme is 10 times better by a wide margin. Anyways, mini boss right here to where you have to fight against this pumpkin. And another interesting design choice that they made here is that you can actually kill this guy in two different ways, where you can actually damage his face and its mouth. So right now I am trying to hit its face, because if you hit its face, it will explode, and it will lead to this path right here. But if you destroy its mouth instead, it actually breaks the wall on the left, which will grant access to another pathway. Yeah, I do think this one's better because if you go in that pathway, it just leads to an elevator section, and all it does is just cause a significant time loss. So, yeah, so this pathway is better. So, needless to say, I never have to see that pathway ever again. And you guys are especially not going to see it in this video. So it is boring to go through. Alright, and we can just ignore those guys because those guys take a lot of hits to kill, so they are not worth fighting against. Okay, so jump down here. Dun, 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 dun. Seriously, I don't understand a single soul who would hate this game's soundtrack. It is literally one of the best in the game. Alright, so activate the Rush Search once again. And oh wow, and I love this portrait of Dr. Wily. I didn't know Wily celebrates Halloween. Pretty interesting. Alright, and what we just got is the Energy Balancer, and which is also a returning item from Mega Man 6. Yeah, I guess it makes sense for Dr. Wily to have a skull. Not skull. It makes sense for Dr. Wily to have a portrait like that, since he does have an obsession with skulls, as I brought up in the past videos. Whoa, it's Bass in Trouble. What are you guys doing here? Damn, I was careless. I feel so stupid to have been defeated so easily. Maybe I should give up and leave Wily to you. No, we're a team. Dr. Light will be glad to fix you up. Thanks. I'm glad that I have a friend like you. Okay, why do I feel like he was faking? There? There's no way Bass actually lost to Shade Man. Like, somehow I don't believe that. I think he was setting up an act. Like, somehow I just don't believe that. Anyways, we're gonna activate the hyper adapter, and the funny thing is that Shape Man is actually weak to the hyper adapter. So I'm gonna be using this move instead of the wild coil, which is his actual primary weakness. So we gotta watch out for his I want to assume it's also a command grab, because if that move makes contact, he will drain Mega Man's life energy. So I better watch out for that. But wow, that was easy. Yeah, because you can literally kill Shaman with like 5 hits with the hyper adapter. It's pretty hilarious. So I think that's much more faster than using the wild coil. There we go. Yeah, I love this game. I really love this game, dude. It's probably my second favorite. The noise crush generates a powerful sound wave, doesn't it? Yes, and if you amplify the wave by absorbing the reflected wave with your body. Nice. And so we get yet another. So yep, the noise crush is definitely yet another underrated weapon. And there is a trick that you can do with this move, by the way, to where if you slide and fire it at the same frame, Mega Man can catch up to it and absorb it immediately. So that's another trick that I learned from speedrunners. So yeah, so I said it before in my past Mega Man videos, and I'll say it again. These videos are not casual playthroughs, as I will use tricks and even abuse glitches that I've learned from speedruns. And the reason that I watch speedrun videos is that speedrunners teach casual players new innovative ways of progressing through the game and saving time. So that's exactly what I've done in the past Mega Man videos, to where I performed a few glitches, like the spike glitch in Mega Man 3 when we went through Shadow Man stage a second time to fight a Doc Robot. I also did a similar glitch in what was it? I also did a similar glitch in Mega Man 4, to where in one of the Wily stages, to where you can use Drill Man's weapon, detonate it at the right timing, and then Mega Man can like slip past the boss and then kill it, and then just hit it with Rayman's weapon repeatedly, and as well as the amount of times where I used the super arrow glitch. I didn't mean to call that glitch, but I meant to say that including the super arrow trick that I've done multiple times in my Mega Man 5 video. So yeah, if you want to know how to do these tricks, you know, watch the speedruns, because they help out a lot. They really help out a lot, because they're more like this. Like, the reason speedruns exist is to, you know, not only give faster times, but especially for casual players such as myself, where like even if you're not a speedrunner, you can still incorporate you know these glitches, you know, because to save time, because it helps out a lot. Because, you know, I don't like having, because I really hate those B enemies from Hard Man stage in Mega Man 3, because all they do is cause the game to lag. Like, I love to fight against them and shoot them if I were to have the proper timing, but unfortunately they cause lag. So that's why I prefer to just either be fast enough and kill the bee mother with Shadow Man's weapon, or just briefly turn around and make them despawn. So yeah, that's why I love watching speedrun videos, because they really do help out a lot on learning these tricks and saving time. So yeah, that's why I recommend checking out those videos, because they really help out a lot, especially on difficult boss fights. Anyways, that's enough of my rambling there. So we're back in Turbo Man stage. And this time we're gonna fight him for reals, because the only reason I went here was to get the super adapter. Alright, so okay, I don't need to pause, since I can now insta weapon swap with L1 and R1. Alright, so I gotta time my jumps once again. There we go. Nice. Alrighty, and this time activate the super adapter. Nice. And you missed. And then we're just gonna climb all the way upwards. Oh man, I don't even know how long this video is gonna be, because oh my god, This game is already longer than the first 6 games. So yeah, mainly because there's more dialogue and some more other things that that they added. So yeah. So I feel this might be 2 hours long, but I could be wrong. Careful right here, because as I said before, when we first went through the stage to get the improved rocket punch, those flamethrowers will insta kill you. All right, so we're gonna use the noise crush, and I'm gonna perform this this trick right here. Oh, come on. There we go. So if you fire the weapon and slide at the exact same frame, Mega Man can actually catch up to the noise crush, and he can absorb the energy immediately. So it allows for an instant instant charge. It allows for instant charging. So yeah, helps out a lot. There we go, right there. Oh yeah, and not only that, but I'm also going to perform a glitch where I'm going to insta kill Turbo Man by doing. Yeah, I'm just gonna perform a glitch where I'm gonna insta kill Turbo Man. So how you do it? So carefully time it just right here. Yep, do it just like that, and then just watch what happens. That's the trick right there. If you fire the noise crush at the same frame as you enter the boss room, it will just bounce left and right up until Turbo Man's hitbox is active, and it will instantly kill him. Anyway, the Scorch Wheel launches a flaming wheel, right? Yes, and the wheel may also burn things it touches. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing this was what Proto Man was referring to when he told us in Cloud Man stage that you can actually burn trees and forests. So yeah. Whoa, what? What happened? We were just in here. Did Dr. Light? Dr. Light, what happened? Is that you, Mega Man? Base went berserk after I completed his repairs. He stole the parts for the new enhancements. So he was faking! I knew it. Base, I can't believe it. Yeah, I think you should have known he was playing it for a sad Mega Man back in Shape Man stage. But there's the big bad Dr. Wily again.
Believe it, Mega Man. Bass and Treble are my creations. I knew that you would be stupid enough to trust him and allow him access to the lab. Now Bass and Treble will use the enhancements meant for you and Rush.
Well, that's just great. I'll make you pay, Wily. So of course, typical Dr. Wily fashion, he's always up to his evil ways. And interestingly, so we don't get a series of fortress stages before Wily stages, just like in Mega Man 4, 5, and 6. So I'm guessing we're going back to Mega Man 2. We're going back to Mega Man 2, where it pretty much just goes back to the traditional plot. And Mega Man 3 did have those stock robots, but we're not gonna talk about them. They suck. Anyways, so before we head into the Wily stages, we're gonna go back to the Eddie shop. I love this theme so much. It's so cheery. Hey, we got his Hyper Bolt.
That's my bolt. Thanks. It fits perfectly.
He's just gonna screw it on his head. Is that how Dr. Light programmed him? Oh, I love how he's holding the Japanese flag. That's awesome.
Now I can work at full power. Look, a new item just for you. I can now make items using half the normal number of bolts. Select the item you want made.
Let's go. Alright, so now we got even more stuff. Okay, so this is called the Hyper Rocket Buster. Okay, so now I remember. So yep, it enables the rocket buster to go further. So yep, we've already seen that a couple of times, but we managed to get it in our first visit to Turbo Man stage. But if it didn't do that, you would have to spend 800 bolts. Very expensive. The extra life, obviously. Yeah, we already explained what this is. Unfortunately, we still have to rescue Beats, even with the Hyper Bolt. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And returning from Mega Man 4 and 5 on the Game Boy is the S-Tank, or S-Can rather. My bad. It fully charges your energy and all of your weapons. So yep, I like how this game even took inspiration from the Game Boy games as well, which I'm willing to bet that nobody, at least at this time, had played until, I don't know, I guess until they released on the 3DS's Virtual Console, and they're also on the Switch Online. So that is what I'm going to be using for Mega Man 5 on Game Boy when I get to that game for this retrospective. And you can purchase Rush Jet for some reason. You didn't really need to do that anyway, and this too. And we already have the energy equalizer that we got in Shade Man stage. It's weird how they call it equalizer instead of balancer. It's really weird. So yeah, so we're only in it for the E-Tank, so we're just gonna pick these up. And now we do have to backtrack to Slash Man and Shade Man stages, because for Slash Man stage, we do need to rescue Beats. We weren't able to do that because we didn't have Turbo Man's weapon, but now that we do, we can use it to burn all those trees. We can use it to burn all those trees and leaves, and that way we can rescue Beat. So yeah, more on that later. So yeah, we're just gonna get all these weapon tanks just in case if we run out, since we will encounter some difficult boss fights from this point on. Very nice. So I think we should have everything. Yep. Hopefully so. Alright. Alright, thanks Otto. You're the best. Alright, so we're gonna backtrack to Slash Man so that we can rescue Beat. Alright, so fortunately we do have to play a significant of this stage all over again. Yeah. Camera jumps. There we go. I feel like it's easier to do some of these if I'm not talking. That's fine. I also love the music too. Alright, can we get this first try as well? Let's be extra careful. Nice, okay. We got it first try, alright? So no screw-ups here. Thank God. Thank God that does not happen in this video. I screwed that up many times in my practice runs. Alright, screw you, Sniper Joe. You suck. And that also means we have to fight this dinosaur again. And I fear he might do the same thing if I try to hit him. Okay, come on, bro. Give me a good pattern. Dang it, dude. Oh my god. Yep. I need to know how this guy works. Like, he always backs away as soon as I hit him. So annoying. Alright, so we're gonna activate Turbo Man's weapon, the Scorch Wheel. And we can just burn everything alive. So yeah, so this was what I mentioned in my Mega Man 03 Buster Shot only run video. Because in Death Tan's Mantis stage, Zero can actually burn trees and leaves with any flame type weapon. So yep, they took that exactly from this stage. So yeah, I'm beginning to think that I'm beginning to think that before Inti Creates became their own company, they actually worked on this game. I think I've heard a few people mention that. Anyways, here is Beats. You know, the only way we can free him is with our chart shot. But there we go, he's free. And as I said, he no longer attacks enemies. Instead, he just saves Mega Man from Boundless Bits. So that's pretty much his character. And we also gotta backtrack to Shade Man, because we need to meet up with Proto Man once again to see if he has any more advice. And once again, I love the way the stage starts, where he just looks at the background. Ah, dang. Well, that was a mess up. I was hoping I can jump over those guys without them hitting me. Oh, good. Alright, just in case, I am gonna pick up more screws just in case. Because these Wily levels are pretty difficult. Jump. Jump. And jump. And it activates Junkman's weapon. Now wait for him to fire so that I can do this. Bam. Bam. Love the steam. Bam. Man, it's kind of a shame that I didn't do my one-shot bit on this game when it was Halloween. But yeah, it would have been sick. Okay, wow, okay, that bat was still following me. Anyway, so we have to face off against this again. Only this time, we have to hit its mouth. So, we're gonna see it right here momentarily. Okay, so we gotta go through another cycle. Oh, there we go. Alright, it's down, so now instead of destroying the right path, it's gonna destroy this left path. So we do need to take this one in order to meet with Proto Man. Get out of here, Sniper Joe. Alright, so he is right in here. Let's hop on in, and... oh, here he comes. Also, what are those creatures in the background staring at us? Anyways, here's Proto Man. So, brother, you're not as weak as I thought. Oh god, and the boss name is playing. Looks like we may have to fight against him. Let's see which one of us father made stronger. Yep, we are fighting against him. This is just like Mega Man 3, but 10 times better. So no longer does he just simply jump around and shoot. He's actually fighting for real this time. Proto Man actually knows how to fight for once. Also, he can dash too. What? Long since before Mega Man X could? Dang, so I'm guessing that's where Dr. Light got the idea for X. But yeah, he's actually pretty easy. So he fires his pellets. He dashes towards you. He also does a charge shot, and what that he did moments ago. But yeah, yep, he's gonna do it right now. Bam. This is so much better than all of his fights in Mega Man 3. We're like in at least 4 stages, like he just pops up out of nowhere and then just attacks us for no real reason. But wow, already I love this. This is awesome. Maybe you are the superior model, Mega Man. Here, take this with you. Take what? What? His shield? This is your Proto Shield. You can't give this to me. It's okay. Take it. And watch your back. Alright. Well, that's a nice reward for actually beating him. Pretty cool. You get Proto Shield. Alright, so we have it right here. So unfortunately, it's kind of useless. I'm guessing that's where the Zero series got the idea for the shield boomerang. And safe to say that weapon is a lot better than this. Because it doesn't even oh, what? Oh, okay, so it does block projectiles. Interesting. But it doesn't deflect bullets though, which I find to be pretty weird. Yeah, it's good that we have this, so I may use it if whenever necessary. Anyway, let's get out of here. And now we can finally do the Wily stages. Oh wow, we're already 1 hour and 28 minutes in. Yep, this is definitely longer than the previous 6 games on the NES. So no secondary antagonist or anything, no Dr. Cossack, no Darkman robots, no Mr. X. It's doing the same old plot since Mega Man 2. Alrighty. Yep, another one of the best things about this game are the soundtracks for the Wily stages, and each Wily stage has their own theme. Yep, so it is very different from the previous games on the NES, because Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 had the same themes for the you know, for the secondary castle stages and the Wily stages. But for this game, all the Wily stages have their own theme, and this was something that Mega Man X1 had done as well. So I've literally taken a lot of cues from that game. But anyways, so yep, onto this first stage right here. So what we are about to enter is the darkness room, in which yep, okay, so here it is, right here. So yeah, so the room will only lit up. The room would only lit up. Oh my god, I cannot speak. The room will only lit up if Mega Man jumps. So you gotta watch out for that. Alright, and gotta get, yeah, and of course throughout this section it's got the Cloud Man enemies, so we gotta watch out for them as well. Alright, so timer jumps, nice. There you go. Yeah, I love the level design around here. It's so good. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I forgot to hang on to the ladder. I'll just wait for this dude to leave. You gonna go, dude? Yep. Okay, get out of here. All right, so we're gonna use the super adapter. Nice. So yeah, I love seeing both the jets and power forms from Mega Man 6 combined into one. So yeah, it's one of the main reasons why I love this game. Like I always love cool stuff like this. All right, take out that dude. Oh gosh. Oh. Ooh, nice save beats. Nice save. So this is another. So I'm guessing this is where that's another instance where the Zero series took inspiration, because, and in Mega Man 03 to be specific, you get these cyber elves. You get these bird cyber elves called Burleaf and Buried. And I said in my Buster Shot Run video, to where you know, if you fall down a bottomless pit, they will save you. Similar to what Beat does in this game. Yeah, cool stuff, all things considered. And whoa, it's Beast again. You're far too weak, Mega Man. Wily may fear you, but I do not. Alright, so I guess round 2. I guess this is our second fight against him. And oh my god, he already does a lot of damage. Ooh. But yeah, he is weak to Cloud Man. So yeah, oh my god. His attacks do a lot of damage, so I gotta be extra careful here. Ooh. Oh my gosh, base, calm down, dude. Calm down. Oh no. I may have to use an E-Tank, dang it. He killed me before I could use it. Okay. I really do need to pay attention. I really do need to pay attention to my health sometimes. Gosh. This man is no joke. He's already taking out half my health. Okay, thank god. Barely had enough ammo to deal with that Barely had enough ammo to land that last hit. Alright, so he said right there, round 2 goes to you, Mega Man, but I'll be back. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna use Junkman. Oh my god, I don't have enough time. Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna hit me there. Okay, I have no choice but to use this. Right. There we go. So yeah, first use of Wild Coil. I figured I'd give this weapon some attention there. But yeah, it will be used in the stage after this one. I give her that dude. Oh, nice. Okay. The Scorch was actually more useful than I thought it'd be. Alright, so coming up onto the next, the main boss fight of the stage, and it is Guts Man. Okay, I was not expecting this. The last time I fought against him was in Mega Man 2, where he was in that ginormous form, which you can kill easily with a quick boomerang. Alright, so the thing you gotta watch out for this version of Guts Man is that he has a command grab. Yep. So yep, just like Spring Man, Guts Man has a command grab in this game as well, and it does a crap ton of damage because he hits you really hard with that move. Yeah, not going so well in this LP, since I've been taking a lot of deaths, but it's okay. Wow, okay, no, it's not supposed to fall there. What the heck? What the H? Ooh. Oh my god. I cannot avoid that. Alright, I don't trust him, so I'm gonna use my E-Tank. I already got killed by base earlier. How many lives do I have? Okay. I'm gonna have to pick up some lives or something. Why does he keep falling there? What the heck, dude? Really? And he still got up the grab. Alright then. Gus, man, you're a jerk. You are a freaking jerk, but you're dead. Oh, man. Yeah, pretty difficult fight, though. Because I cannot avoid that command grab. Yeah, we got 2 deaths on this stage, but it's fine. Because even if I take deaths, it still warrants all the practice runs that I've done. But yeah, good stuff. All right, so on to Wily stage 2, which has been considered by many to be the best one of the Wily tracks in this game. So we're about to hear right now. Yeah, I love how they took this from the NES games, but here it is, the track. I love the way it starts. Ooh, gross. This theme is so good, dude. I just love the way it starts. I love the way it starts up. This game's soundtrack is so freaking awesome. I cannot stress that enough. It's so good. Get out of here. Yeah, you can literally kill the Sniper Joes through their shields. So yeah, Slash Call, underrated weapon. Seriously an underrated weapon. Seriously an underrated weapon. Jeez, I cannot talk. Do I get it? Yes. First try. It's hard. It's so hard to pull off these jumps with the. It's hard to pull off stuff like that with the D-pad. Oh my god. I'm trying to get on this platform. I'll pick up that extra life. Because I did die twice in the last stage. Ah, dang, okay. Probably should not have gone this way. I guess so. Okay, for this I'm gonna have to use the super adapter to take out the Sniper Joe. Nice. Alrighty. So let's continue on through here. What's this? Base again? Dude, what is your deal? Ah, my wait is over. This time the mighty Mega Man shall fall. Treble, attack! Oh god, what now? Oh! He has his own super adapter. Oh, so this was what Dr. Wily was talking about. In the cutscene where Base wrecked Light's lab. Alrighty, so I guess we're gonna have to fight fire with fire this time, so we are even, Base, we are even. Ugh. But yes, it is revealed that Base and Trouble were created by Dr. Light. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me again. Okay, I'm not gonna allow that. But yeah, Base was created by Base and Trouble were created by Dr. Light, which means he is the older brother of Zero, who is also a character in the X series. So yeah. So yeah, he attacks by firing his charge shots, and he can also do a rocket punch, just like what we can. Oh my god, why does he do so much damage? Okay, I'm gonna have to concentrate. He is already kicking my butt. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Why? Why can't I destroy him? A better question is, why do you do so much damage? You managed to destroy me. You managed to destroy me in our first phase fight. So you got lucky there, dude. You got lucky. Alright, so jump over that guy. Alright, so it's got the springs from Spring Man stage again. So this time I'm gonna try to avoid them. Nice, nice. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I love this thing. So good. It's fine. Ah, dang, shoot. I was too early. Yeah, these things do a lot of damage. Oh my god. I keep messing up my timing. Now we made it. Yeah, that is a very tricky part. So this guy's gonna come down. Get out of here. I'm trying to manipulate this guy. Out of here. Okay, so another pretty tricky part. Remove this dude. Is that not gonna? Oh my god, that's not gonna hit. Dang it. Okay, use this. There we go. That works. Okay, took a lot of unnecessary damage there. Okay, so use the super adapter again. Dang it, didn't have enough height. Okay, wait for it. There we go. We made it. Alright, so this next boss is weak to Spring Man, right here. I'm gonna do this so I can activate the charge shot. There we go. See if we can get this off. Okay. Oh god. Okay, I thought it was gonna do the other attack. Okay, so we just have to slide. Oh god. I didn't predict in time. I didn't predict. Okay. I thought I was gonna do this first, but no, I just decided to do the other one instead. But yeah, we're just gonna use Danger Wrap on his babies there. Nice. Okay, dodge. I'm gonna charge my shot. And then get rid of his babies, of course, with Danger Wrap. Hit, please. Okay. Bop. He's gonna do this move again. Slide. Oh, dang it. My jump didn't come out. That sucks. Okay, use the E-Tank. Okay, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of E-Tanks. I hate that my jump didn't come out. Gotta love failed inputs, and wow, I'm already all out. That sucks. Right here. Ooh, that was close. I almost got hit again. There we go. That's a very tough trick to do, where you have to like time your shots and also time your dodges as well. But what sucks is that the game failed to read my input because I was supposed to jump there, but it didn't come out in time. That's unfortunate. Right, head back to the shop. All right, we're gonna head back to the shop since I had to spend all my E-Tanks, unfortunately. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Yeah, I'm just grabbing all of these. Oh my god, yeah, some of these bosses hit like a truck, and base especially hits really hard. So yeah, that man was no joke, even with the hyper adapter. Okay, now let's head back in. Alrighty, Wily stage 3. Alright, pray to have some good luck on this one. Alright, so we're gonna start with the super adapter. And this track is also very badass too. There we go. Of course, that enemy had enough time to hit me there. It's wonderful. I don't like these enemies, they're so annoying. Out of here. Yeah, I love the super adapter, it's so great. It's so much better than the power and jet forms from the last game. Get out of here. Alright, and once again it's got these Cloudman platforms. Which I actually forgot to bring up when we went through that stage. But yeah. These platforms are only visible in a circular vision, which centers around Mega Man Sprite. But yeah, can I time this? Yes. Yeah, unfortunately I have to take a hit from these Mets, since I don't really know how to avoid them. Okay, those guys will respawn. Okay, so do this to reset the pattern. Nice. Bop. Nice. Alright, once again, use super adapter. Nice. I grab this extra life just in case. Yeah, it really sucks I have to... Okay, so while I'm glad that this game allows instant weapon swapping, unfortunately you still have to pause the game just to use Rush Coil, Rush Jet, and the super adapter. So yeah, it's one of my main critiques about this game. So yeah, dang, I'm all the way back here. Okay, I probably should have just resorted to damage boosting there. But yeah, it really sucks that now even though this game allows for instant weapon swapping, you still have to pause the game to use these special weapons. Yeah, you still have to pause the game to use the Rush Coil, Rush Jet, and the super adapter. So I'm gonna take a damage boost. Nice. Time my slide jumps. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Before you got a chance to fire. Okay, and I'm gonna do this trick with the Rush Jets. So yet another that I've learned from speedruns. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for this to go off. And then do this. So go down a little, then go up. Go down again, and then jump up here. So yep, another strat that I learned from these speedrunners. Oh my god. I should have used the analog stick. I had a sick feeling I'd end up missing that jump. That sucks. Okay, don't miss the ladder this time, please. Okay, I will have to use my weapon tank. There we go. Okay, gonna use it here as well. Hurry. Damn, they had time to spawn. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to pull out this trick from the speedrunners. I don't know how you do this. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it. I was not fast enough. Dang it. Dang, this is so bad. Okay. Please, can I get this? Okay, thank God. Whew. I mean, I somehow knew I wouldn't get it first try in this video, but man, did that suck. Anyways, we've reached the boss for this level, and so initially this boss is weak to Slash Man, but apparently I discovered from yet another. I've apparently discovered another strat from the speedrunners is that it's also weak to the Noise Crush. So I'm gonna pull it off right here, and no, okay, you're supposed to slide, dude. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Please. I'm trying to do this. Wow, all of a sudden I cannot get it off. No. Why is my slide not coming out? Bruh. There we go. Jeez. God. I managed to get it off so easily in my practice runs. What the hell happened here? Anyways, here is the boss for Wily Stage 3. Oh my gosh. There we go. God, I'm already messing it up. And I'm so annoyed. There we go. Nah, it's already getting me hit more time. Okay, I'm restarting. That's already pissing me off. There we go. Jeez. Alright, so here is the boss for Wily Stage 3. As I said, normally weak to the Slash Claw, but it's actually, but I discovered from watching the speedrun videos is that the Noise Crush also does a significant amount of damage to it. Here we go. So yeah, so this boss is an auto scroller, in which this room is infinite, by the way, so you don't have to worry about getting caught on the wall or anything. Okay. Bam. Oop. Oh, I still got it, even though I didn't slide. Even though the slide didn't come out. Nice. Bop. Oh, gosh. There we go. You did. Alright, shame that this didn't go as I planned. But yeah. Anyways, you down. So yeah, as always, if you wanna know how if you wanna learn these tricks, watch the speedruns. I recommend doing so. Alright, so we're gonna go into the shop one last time because this stage is a boss rush. So I am gonna try to grab this right here, the S tank, which will refill both our health and weapon energy, and get these E tanks that are okay. No, I already have enough. Okay, those are the only ones we'll need. Alright, so we are ready to go. Alrighty, Wily stage 4. Let's do this. Let's do it. Alright, so in your typical Mega Man fashion, we have to refight all of the previous bosses before we get to. In your typical Mega Man fashion, we have to refight all the previous bosses before we get to fight against the final boss. So yeah, nothing more to be said at this point, as it has been done to death since Mega Man 2. Alright, so first off is Freeze Man. I love how he's just randomly chilling in an icicle. And I love how he looks at the camera. And he still does the come at me taunt. Yeah, at least he's nice enough to give me enough time to switch my weapons. But yeah, he is weak to Junkman. Okay, so I haven't really mentioned this yet, but some of the boss weaknesses don't make a lot of sense because I find it strange how Freeze Man is weak to Junkman, but not Turbo Man, who uses a fire attack. It's also weird how Burst Man is weak to Freeze Man when he should be weak to Cloud Man. Yeah, a lot about this. So there's like a few things about the Robot Master weaknesses that make no sense. Alright, so next up is Slash Man. Oh, yeah, and I actually discovered that he's weak to Turbo Man, which is pretty cool. It's very difficult to hit him with it though. There we go. Yeah, figure that short that off, but yeah. I'm not gonna take any risks, so I'll still use Freeze Man. Oh my god, they got me. Freeze Cracker right here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna avoid taking a lot of damage, but not gonna be easy though. Oh my god, yeah, especially when stuff like that can happen. He's gonna kill me, I fear. If these things hit me again. Yep, knew it. I literally got caught by one of them. I'm not gonna give this guy any chances. Okay, it's just literally the same fight from last time. You just gotta worry about staying alive. Dang it! Of course he hits me twice. That's cool. Jeez. Not getting any good luck here. This is very bad. There we go. Alright, dash at me so I can do this. Okay, one more hit, hopefully. Of course it's gonna land right there. What? Okay. Screw you, dude. Yeah, the Scorch Wheel sucks. Like it doesn't fire immediately. Like it just stays stationary until Mega Man releases it. It's so stupid. Alright, next up is Junkman. And this time I'm gonna use his weakness on him. It's literally the same fight from last time. Yes, yeah. Whenever you hit a boss with their weakness, they'll do the same attack over and over and over again until they are dead. So yeah, this also happened in the X series. So yeah. It's these days in my future playthroughs with these games where I prefer to fight the bosses without their weaknesses, and then just wait until their health reaches wait until the health is very low so I can score in the last hit. There you go. And I especially feel like what is it? Cloudman should be weak to Freeze Man. So yeah, this is something that the Zero series gets right, where it actually makes you know, fire is weak to electricity and how electricity is weak to ice. Or does ice count as water? Because if so, then okay, I guess that makes sense. But I don't really know for sure. You guys can inform me in the comments. All right, so unfortunately we have to fight Turbo Man without the glitch. So yeah, so at least we get to see him. At least we get to see what his attack is like. And wow, okay. I forget his attack pattern. There you go. Yeah, at least you guys get to see it. You guys get to see it at the very least. Ah, dang! I mistimed my jump. All right, do the trick again. Firing the noise crush at the same time where you fire the sliding at the same time where you fire the noise crush. Oh my god, I'm messing up my jumps. Jeez. It's so hard to pull some of these out. It's so hard to pull some of these off while doing commentary. Alright, who's this? Springman. Okay, so I'm gonna try the same strat. I'm gonna try the strat that I tried to do in the first fight. Man. There we go, got it. Ah, I missed him. That would have been sick. I almost had that. But I got it off for the most part though, so it counts. Okay. Next up is Shade Man. Okay. Once again I'm going to use the super power adapter on him, as he takes the most damage from this form. Let's do it. Dodge. He's gonna do it again. Ooh, close. Oh my god, that was close. By a mere pixel. And last hit. Goodbye. Sick stuff. Alrighty, and next, and I think last is Burst Man. Oh my god, this dude. Okay, I'm gonna need this guy to give me a favorable. Pattern. So weak to Freeze Cracker. Okay, jump over. There we go. Okay. Better on the second try. Alright, so that's all the Robot Masters. Alright, so yeah, I'll probably need this. And I'll take Freeze Cracker just in case for the final phase, because yeah, this boss has been claimed by many to be the hardest of the classic Mega Man games, if ever. So you're definitely going to see why. So I'm gonna try to pull out this glitch right here to see if it's possible, because this is glitch that you can do where you can have Rush Jet This is glitch that you can do to where you can have Rush Jet spawn in, and then he can just do his digging thing, and then you can insta kill Wily as his health goes up. So let's see if I can pull it off here. Ah, dang. Okay, yeah, I tried to do it. I don't know how that glitch works, but yeah. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to fight him the traditional way. Alright, and he is walking very slowly on screen. Come on, dude. Go faster, man. Why are you so slow? There he is. Bet he is weak to the. He's weak to the Thunderbolt. Alright, and throughout this fight, he loves to summon his minions who do nothing but annoyingly harass you. So I may have to hit them as well, I fear. Yeah, the best part about this is that he actually kills his minions, which is pretty hilarious. Alright, there we go. It's over. Did you see the look on his face right there? That's hilarious. Alright, but this being a Wily boss, he's still not going down without a fight, as he has a second phase. And yep, this one right here is claimed by me to be the hardest Wily fight in the entire series. Like, this man is no joke, because throughout the boss fight, he will shoot energy balls which will target Mega Man's position twice. So yeah, and all the shots that he fires are elemental, and the worst one to get hit by is the fireball, to which they will stun Mega Man if it connects and he kills me. I swear I never pay attention to my health bar. I keep making that very same mistake. Okay, so we'll have to pick this up, so let's not make the same mistake this time. Okay, can I pull? How do you do this glitch? How do you do it? I don't know how to do that glitch. Seems so difficult. Oops, I hit R2 on accident. Right, hurry up, Wily. I don't got all day. Come on. I wish you can skip this. Okay. There we go. Second phase, can we do this? I'm gonna charge. But yeah, of course, just like in all the other Wily fights, it's always random where he will spawn. And the worst part is that he loves to spawn high, where you cannot hit him whatsoever. Okay, that's fine. So you just gotta watch the position of those energy balls. But yeah, the worst one to get hit by is the fire one. So yeah, my best advice on getting an advantage in this fight is to manipulate where those energy balls will go. Yeah, so pretty much all those shots that he fires are elemental. He fires besides the fireball, he fires electric balls and ice balls as well. Dang it, I got hit. Okay, I'm gonna use an E-tank. But yeah, I'd highly recommend going into this fight with all 4 E-tanks and an S-can, because without those, there's no chance in hell you're winning this fight. Because Wily is no joke. Okay, I landed in the shot a little too early. But you can't hit him twice there. Dang, oh my god, I almost mistimed my jump. Don't get hit by the fireball. Wily does so much damage. He does so much damage. Okay, he could have killed me there if I didn't pay attention to my health. Oh my god, it's much worse when he spawns close, because you have barely little room to dodge the shots. God, Wily, why are you such a jerk? Of course you're gonna spawn up there. Really, dude? Twice? Okay. I swear to God. Okay, that's it. If he spawns higher, I'm gonna hit him with this. Okay. Oh my god, this is really bad. He does so much damage. God. There's literally nothing you can do if that move connects. I get more wild coil. Oh, come on, man. Oh, God, Wily, you suck. Wait, I can never forget. Oh my god. Okay, I do have one more E-tank. Yes, tank. Wow, of course that doesn't hit. I had a sick feeling all of those would be fireballs. Why does he keep spawning up there? I'm getting the worst pattern possible. Wait, I can hit him from there. Come on, Wily, dude! Now he's just messing with me at this point. Last one. I got the worst Wily pattern in the entire game. What? He spawns up there again. Okay, 2 more hits if he spawns high again. Yep, do it. Oh my god. He still had enough time to hit me. Okay, you're done. Screw this boss. It sucks. Even if you know what you're doing, oh my god, there's a chance that this old bastard will give you the worst pattern possible. But thank god, it's done.
Okay, I give up. Sorry about all the trouble. I'll go quietly.
Come on, dude. This is like the 7th time you've done this. I don't trust you, Wily. I'm gonna do what I should have done years ago. Oh shoot.
You forget, Mega Man. Robots cannot harm humans.
I am more than a robot. Die, Wily. Okay, that's definitely out of character. That's definitely out of character for Mega Man right there. But whoa, what's happening? Is the base exploding? Okay. Why are you tiptoeing, Mega Man? Kill him. Oh, okay. That's just great. Too late, Mega Man. He who hesitates is lost. We shall return. But yeah, by the way, so that line right there, that was actually a mistranslation error by Capcom. Mega Man doesn't actually say he's going to kill Wily. I don't remember what he actually says originally in the Japanese version. But yeah, that was a mistranslation error, so yeah. Unfortunately, this won't be the last time Capcom will suck at translating things, as it does happen for the Mega Man X games as well. But wow, I love this right here, to where he walks away from a giant explosion and a massive fire like a badass right here. I always love cliches like this, to where like you see a character acting like a badass as he walks away from an explosion. Really one of the best. But anyway, so oh my god, he even changed his expression too. Dude is so done with Wily shenanigans at this point. God dang. Like, even if that was a mistranslation error, that's still pretty dark. Very freaking dark. But anyways, that was it for Mega Man 7. I enjoyed this game a lot. Unfortunately, I had a few hiccups and mistakes all the way through, especially with Wily Stage 3, with the Rush Jet section, which I did have to cut though, so you guys won't be saying that. But and also the noise, and also with trying to perform the noise crush trick, where you have to fire the weapon and slide, and where you have to fire the weapon and slide in the exact same frame. I don't know how I screwed that up a bunch. I don't know how I screwed that up a bunch of times, considering I had no issue with it in my practice runs. But other than that though, I love Mega Man 7. It is a fantastic game, and I'm glad to see that this game gets a lot of love these days, as well as the other games, since because I think since the Legacy Collection 2 release, which has this and Mega Man 8, a lot of people have grown to have more appreciation for these two games. So yeah, I do look forward to tackling Mega Man 8 once I get to that. I might even get to it next month. But yeah, I love Mega Man 7, and of course, this is the game where Mega Man finally moved on from the NES. Thank goodness, because because by the time Mega Man 5 released, the NES was already out by the time, because the system got games like Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country. But for Mega Man, Capcom still decided to make more games. They decided to make 2 more games for the system. So unfortunately, this won't be the last time Capcom does something like this, where they still continue to release games on a previous generation console, despite the fact that a new generation console had released, because they'll end up doing the same thing for Mega Man X3, as that game came out in 1995 in Japan and released in 1996 in the US, like literally, which was almost 2 years, and which during that time period, the PS1 was almost 2 years old, and they did it again when the PS2 came out, where they released Mega Man X5 and Mega Man X6 on the PS1 in 2001, literally a year after the PS2 released. So again, I don't understand why Capcom keeps on doing this. It's like they literally did this like 3 times, and they literally just did this like 3 times in the mid to late 90s and the early 2000s. So I don't understand. But yeah, I love Mega Man 7. I love how it took a lot of notes from Mega Man X1, maybe X2 as well, since they came out in the same year. And yeah, I love being able to find. Oh, there's Bass in trouble right here. But yeah, I love being able to find these new collectibles. You know, it's similar to what Mega Man 5 and 6 did, where we had to find these collectibles. And yeah, it's literally it literally has tons of improvement over the NES games. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention during those Wily stages, to where when you enter, when you enter from one stage to another, all of Mega Man's special weapons get refilled. So it's nothing like in the NES games, to where you beat this one stage and you enter another, and then all your special weapons don't get refilled. So I always thought that was just kind of a weak design choice. But anyways, the gang's all here. Dr. Light and all of his kids. I love how Rush is just yawning there. Also, I love this music. I love this theme. It's so good. Yep, that was it for Mega Man 7. Thank you for playing. Capcom 1995. I'm not sure what those numbers are supposed to mean there. But yeah, I love Mega Man 7, and safe to say is that this is my second favorite classic Mega Man game behind Mega Man 4. I already said in my last video that Mega Man 6 is such an underrated game. I even called it one of the best NES games. But yeah, I'll probably consider that game to be my third favorite. And I do think Mega Man 5 does deserve a lot of appreciation. I do think that Mega Man 5 deserves a lot of appreciation as well. But yeah, this game introduced a lot of new things for the series. Introduces Bass as a character, and we will be seeing him in later entries, and he will be a playable character in Mega Man and Bass and in Mega Man 10. So yeah, look forward to discussing that when I get to them. Anyways, so let's get out of here. So before I end off the video, so because I'm playing this on the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, there's no they removed the database, so all we got is the museum. So yeah, so this is pretty much the only thing that we're gonna look at. Yeah, so another one of the best things that this game has done is the new designs for the characters. So Mega Man is now taller. And I've always preferred this approach for the characters, and I really hate how Mega Man 9 and 10 I really hate how Mega Man 9 and 10 went back to the simplistic look of the characters, where you look back at the first game where you look back at the artwork for the first game where Mega Man looked like he was 3 or 4 years old. And that was done by an original artist, and then eventually, I think I even said in my video on that game, because when Mega Man 5 and 6 were in developments, they redrew the artwork of him using these special weapons. So yeah, But I've always preferred this look from Mega Man. Like, I've always preferred him being taller, and he is called Mega Man. Like, he has the man in his name, so it makes sense as to why he would have this height. That's weird. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's called Super Mega Man in this game. I don't know. Okay, I might have missed something when I played through the main game. But yeah, so yep, it's literally the jet and power forms combined into one. So yep, so literally, so yeah, I always love using this. It's way like it is so much better than in Mega Man 6, especially with the power form, where you know trying to get up close and personal with enemies would get you hit more times than necessary. So yeah, definitely a big improvement to where instead of just punching them directly, he fires a rocket punch. Yeah, I love this one. Love the new design of Dr. Light. I mean, he uses the same outfit, but or he wears the same outfit, but is now taller. Good stuff. We also got Eddie, who we've seen in the past 3 games at this point. So he doesn't drop. So another change that was made is that Eddie no longer appears in the stages to drop random items from Mega Man. Instead, he just appears in the shop and just has no role. Kind of a shame though. He was actually very useful in those games too. And of course, we got Beats, as we did see in Wily Stage 1, where he saved us for falling into a bottomless pit. So yeah, kind of a shame that he doesn't attack enemies anymore. He was one of the best parts of Mega Man 5. Alrighty, and oh wow, okay, I forgot there's artwork of this. Yeah, very nice, and wow. I mean, it makes sense that he is strong since he was able to best Wily in Mega Man 5. Yeah. Wait, what's this called? Oh, Big Eddie. Okay, so that's what this place is called. I can already hear the ding, 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 ding. I wonder if that's in the sound test. Alright, and we got our boy Otto. Again, one of my favorite characters and so underrated. I especially loved his role in Mega Man 11. Like, he was one of the funniest characters in that game. And interestingly, the Mega Man X, there is a character in the Mega Man X series named Douglas who only appeared in 2 games, which were X5 and X6. And he was basically similar to Otto, just less comedic. But yeah, there's your information right there. And this is Otto's half track. Okay, so this is what he used in the opening cutscene. He literally just built it after him. Because, like, I guess you could say that he's kind of a narcissist, which is pretty funny. Alrighty, and we got our boy Rush, and wow, he looks adorable. And this is Rush 2. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the Rush Church. So yeah, so this is what we've seen him do in the game. Good stuff. Yep, the Rush Coil, and thankfully it's back to the way it was, like in Mega Man 3 and Mega Man 4, and nothing like the one from Mega Man 5. Thank God in that game, that's the only time where you'll see the spring underneath Rush. Thank goodness. Like, that was one of the things that I didn't like about Mega Man 5. And of course, we got the Rush Jet, same as always. We also got Roll right here. I also love her design as well. And I also can't wait when we get to Mega Man 8, where she has probably the best design in all the games. So yeah, she looks great as well. Oh, okay, so this looks a lot like the the Wily stage, the Wily 3 stage boss from Mega Man 1. Damn, I didn't even realize these were modeled after that boss. I think that boss from that game was called CWOP or CW1P or something, I forget. I'll look into it after this video. But yeah, nice stuff. This is Van Pookin. Alright, so this was the thing that we saw in Shade Man stage. Nice stuff. This is Astro Zombage. Oh yeah, interestingly, the Mega Man 0 series had enemies like this, by the way. And in Anubis Necromantis' boss fights, where he would summon Pantheon zombies. Oh, so this thing does have a name, Count Bomb Neo. So yeah, so this is the thing that we've been seeing since Mega Man 6. I think they were mentioned in that game's database. I think it was mentioned by name in that game's database and museum. So I might have missed it. I'll have to check. I'll have to rewatch my video on that. All right. So this variation of Gutsman is called Gutsman G. So this is so far the second variation of Gutsman from Mega Man 1. Again, it's still funny how Dr. Wily has an obsession with Gutsman, despite the fact that he didn't even make this robot. But yeah. Alright, so this guy is called Kanigans. Alright, so yep. And yep, this guy is literally Bubble Crab before he was even a thing in Mega Man X2. So yeah, I just realized again, like playing through these games for these videos, like I've come to the realization that the classic and X series have a lot of interesting connections, more than I initially realized. Insanity. This guy is Kaminari Kaguru. Alright, so these are the ones from Cloud Man stage. So I don't know if I'm going to be looking at all these, but I'll do the best. This guy is Gamerizer. Okay, so this was the boss of Wily Stage 2. So this is this is Seorone? Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that. And this guy we saw in Shade Man stage. Oh, what? Okay, this kind of reminds me of Cat Dog, the Nickelodeon show. So this is literally a wolf and knight fused together. I didn't even notice that. Wow, that's actually pretty sick. I didn't even notice that. All right, so this guy from Slash Man stage, King Gojulus. I low-key kind of hate this guy. He just loves to give me a bad pattern when I try to spam my danger raps on him. Goodness. We got Kento, Kiron, Coilin, which we've seen in Springman stage. Cockroach or Gokroach S. Okay, interesting name. This guy we've seen in Junkman stage. GoBots, which we've seen in a couple of stages. Sissy Truck, that we've seen in Turbo Man stage. Charge Man from Mega Man 5 has some competition there. Right, and his rockets. And this guy we've seen only once in Freeze Man stage. This is Shiroku Machine GTV. Nice. Swim Metal DX, which we've seen in the past, which we've seen in the past 3 games, Mega Man 4, 5, and 6. And these are the enemies based on the boss of Wily Stage 2. And interestingly, Mega Man 5 on Game Boy actually has similar enemies to this. So yeah, I will also be bringing that up when we get to that game. Sniper Joe 1, cool design. Spiral Gaboil. I suck at pronouncing that. And these are the babies that the wait, what was that called again? I passed it. Yeah, these are the babies from the Gamerizer. Interesting stuff. Dust Crusher? That's what this enemy is called? That's literally the name of the weapon that's literally the name of Dustman's weapon from Mega Man 4. What? Dang, Capcom, are you guys running out of ideas? Alright, so these small... Okay, so I forgot to mention these guys in Slash Man stage, but yeah, these are the enemies that would pop out, that would hatch from these eggs, named Tamogaden. Nice. And these enemies... Tisora Natatori. Nice. Icicle Tech, we've seen that in Freeze Man stage. Technodon, that we've ignored completely when we went through Slash Man stage. Yep, and yep, these returning enemies from Airman stage. This time they're named Dulu Peepee. And they're babies, of course. Also returning from Airman stage. Telltale from Cloudman stage. Tom Daddy. Oh, I love how it has a small eye on the center there. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that was also in Springman stage. Driver Cannon, Truck Joe from Turbo Man stage, Trio the Wheel, Tripropellan, hope I pronounced that right. Bacon that we've seen in Turbo Man stage as well. Bats M48s that we've seen in Shade Man stage. And this guy was the Wily stage 3 boss fight from was the Wily stage 3 boss fight. And this guy's name is Hanya Netu. Why does that sound like a username? Alright, this is the Frisk Cannon, Prop Ride, Bumpy Tank, Bumpy Top, Peta 4th, Haley Matul, Booful, also returning from Airman stage, Bobsleigh, Mash, the mini boss of the Robot Museum stage, where we got to see all the previous Robot Masters, but in 16-bit form. The Mad Grinder, which we've seen in the intro stage as well as in the opening intro. Metal FX. And this guy reminds me of one of those Kirby enemies. Not sure why, but this guy is Ragger. Wily Capsule, absolutely despise it for many reasons. Wily Machine 7, True Shield Attacker, and the Robot Masters themselves. Cloudman, cool design, nice stuff. Got Shade Man. I made a joke about him in my Mega Man 03 Buster Shot video, to where Hellbat Shields was literally a mix of him and Dark Necrobat, or also known as Dark Dizzy from Mega Man X5. But yeah, it literally just looks like, you know, he was just these two, well, this Robot Master and that Maverick from X5 into one. So, Junkman, he is a badass. I love his design. I swear, he literally looks like a human placed inside a suit. It almost looks like he's a Reploid, because he almost looks like a Reploid, because this is exactly how characters like X and Zero normally look, as well as all the other Reploids in the X series. But yeah, we got Spring Man, very cool design, literally just made out of springs. And Slash Man, who's just literally Wolverine. So yeah, all the more reasons to be hype about that new 2026 Wolverine game by Insomniac. I do look forward to that. Also, I love his hair too. He almost has like Saiyan-like hair, it seems. Yeah. Turbo Man, also a pretty cool design. And I kind of wonder if him and Nitro Man from Mega Man 10 are related, since they can both transform into vehicles. So yeah, the more you know. Alright, it's Burst Man. I don't want to take his titties right here out of context. Good luck on seeing that. Oops. Anyways, Freeze Man, who is probably my favorite of these Robot Masters. And he's definitely better looking than Iceman from Mega Man 1. And I love how he does the come at me pose. That's one of the best things that they added to this game, is how, like, you know, it's like they tend to give these Robot Masters a lot more personality than the NES Robot Masters. But yeah. Oh yeah, also fun fact about Spring Man, by the way, I forgot to mention it when we did his fight, but if you hit him with the Thunderbolts, which is Cloudman's weapon, he actually becomes more powerful, and he becomes magnetized, to where he will attempt to pull Mega Man towards him, and if he succeeds, he will do his command grab move. So, bit of a fun fact right there. In fact, I'm gonna show it off right now. I'm gonna show it right now. Just to show that I'm not completely delusional. Yep, that's what happens. That is exactly what happens. So yeah, that is a real thing that happens in this game. So yeah, figured I'd show that off. Yeah, anyway, who do we then see yet? Okay, so it looks like we saw everybody. So now we got artwork of Mega Man using his weapons. So he's using the Noise Crush. So yeah, once again, I recommend pulling out the trick that I have done a couple of times. You push the shoot button and slide in the exact same frame, and that's how you can get an instant. That's how you can get an instant charge. So yeah, big thank you to the speedrunners for teaching me that trick. All right, Thunderbolts, good stuff. I love how he's running as he uses it. He's also using the junk shield. Okay, so there is an error that the artist made to where they forgot to draw Mega Man in a gray color. So I'm not sure how this got missed or something. Maybe they were just quick for deadlines or something, or maybe they were, because this game was made in only 3 months. No joke. This game was only made in 3 months. Yeah, it is that insane. And in spite of that, it still became one of the best games in the series. So pretty impressive for Capcom. I wasn't even aware of this until Jay's Reviews mentioned it in his review of this game. Insane. Anyways, Slash Call, underrated move where he does a swipe, which can cut through stuff. So yeah, underrated move. Also Danger Wrap, which is an okay weapon. I did use it a couple of times, but yeah, it does have its uses. I'm pretty sure he does not turn red, because he turns orange when he activates the move. Anyway, this is Scorch Wheel, probably the most useless weapon in the game. And apparently, I always have a hard time trying to get it to connect with Slash Man. Alright, and he's using the Freeze Cracker, and once again, the same error as the junk shield art. The artist forgot to color. The artist forgot to use the cyan color for Mega Man here. So yeah, but again, it was made in 3 months, so they probably did not have enough time. Alright, so here's artwork of him using the Wild Coil. Good stuff. And here's Dr. Wily himself. And this is Treble, who's just basically a counterpart of Rush, just more sinister looking. And here is Bass, who is one of the more cooler characters in the series and is a rival to Mega Man. And not only that, but he's also Wily's creation, which means he is the older brother of Zero. Unlike Bass in this series, Zero is actually one of the protagonists of the X series. You know, thanks to one of the flashback scenes in Mega Man X4. But yeah, it will be a while before I get to the X series. So yeah, do need to go through this series first. And here is Proto Man, who so far, this was probably his best role in the game so far, where he is now an ally to Mega Man as such, because they are brothers after all. And his fight is definitely 10 times better than all the ones from Mega Man 3. Yeah, sick design. Alright, it's concept artwork. Yeah, this one I really like. They got Eddie in here, and they got a random metal for some reason, despite the fact that's an enemy. Really weird. I also love how Bass and Proto Man are doing the same Fist of Justice pose. So good stuff. And concept artwork too. Okay, so I think this is when I'm not sure if this is part of a variation, or maybe they just wanted to improve it or something, but yeah, that's pretty much like it. And this is the main artwork that we actually saw in the game selection. So it's pretty typical. It's just Mega Man with all the other Robot Masters and some extra characters like Proto Man and Rush. It's got Wily back there too. So we've seen stuff like this. It's got Group, Mega Man and his buddies. It's a lot similar. It's a lot similar to that the heroes are from Mega Man 6. Only this time it excludes Eddie for some reason. Not sure why they did that. All right, and the background artwork. There's the Capcom logo right there. Oh, and there's Street Fighter too. Wow, okay. So yeah, I do know that Street Fighter takes place in the same universe as Mega Man, since they actually made a game about it in 2012. I've yet to play it though. Boss design contest artwork. Yep, it still shows Wily riding in a cell after the events of Mega Man 6. Deserved. Design concept for Bass. Nice. Another one for Bass. Looking like a badass right there. And this is when Bass uses his own version of the Super Adapter, thanks to the enhancements that Dr. Wily placed inside of him. to allow him to be a match for Mega Man's allow him to be a match for Mega Man and his power form as well. So such a good fight. Design concept for Treble. Nice. I designed concepts for Freeze Man, Junk Man, Burst Man, and Cloud Man, the first 4 Robot Masters of the game. And these are for the last 4, for Spring Man, Slash Man, Shade Man, and Turbo Man. All of them have pretty cool designs. This is a design concept for Guts Man. Yeah, okay, what was he called again? I forget. I always forget so easily. Okay, Gutsman G. Okay, so that's the design for Gutsman G right there. And this is Turbo Man. Right, concept artwork for the Sniper Joe. Design concept for the Super Mega Man. That's what the game calls it. That is Big Eddie. Ooh, there's even a comic here. Mega Man 7 Strategy Guide Art 1. I wonder if somebody has translated this. I can speak Japanese, but I can't read it, so I don't really know what this actually says. But yeah, this is nice. It's nice that they added this. I bet Mega Man's telling Dr. Lights that Base had harassed him from that intro stage, and then Dr. Light is telling him that there's likely a solution to trying to make peace with him. But yeah, and then Otto's just eavesdropping in on the conversation, and then just whispers what happened, or probably just whispers to World that Mega Man might need some bolts or something. I love this. That's pretty funny. All right, here's another one. So it looks like Light was implementing the surge thing inside Rush. So yeah, makes sense. I really wish I knew what they were saying here. So this is probably them navigating through Junkman stage. Here's another one. So I'm betting Mega Man is asking Lights what this does, and that's the circuit plate, and that the circuit plates for each letter that he gets would unlock a new ability. And I bet Proto Man is probably just trolling him or something, even telling that to roll. Probably just like going by her expression is that I don't know. It seems that Proto Man is just knows about it but just refuses to tell them. It's funny. And here's another one. Not really sure what's going on here, but it looks like Mega Man is just trying to quickly run out of there after being told the news, and there's and Light is just going, Rockmon! I love how they're just scolding him. This is kind of giving me the Archie vibes for some reason. Kind of wonder if they took notes from this. And here's a 5th one. It's so cool. Like, he's a robot, right? He shouldn't be feeling cold at all. You can still get frozen still, but can you feel cold? No. So weird. But yeah, that was the last one. Oh, and this is the background. Okay, so this is the template design, in which I didn't actually use. When I don't actually use when playing the game. But yeah, it's nice that they had this. This is the one with the Robot Masters. This is the 3rd one with these sprites, and this is the one that I used for this very video. So yeah, it's clearly the best one. Yeah, but no database, so that's pretty much all we can look up. That's pretty much all we can look at. Anyways, guys, that is it for Mega Man. That is it for my one-shot video on Mega Man 7. Let's see, is that track here? Nope. Okay, that's not it. Is it here? No. No. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna have this playing. But yeah, anyway guys, that's gonna be it for my one-shot video on Mega Man 7. Glad I got to showcase this game on the channel, and as always for this retrospective, I will be showcasing all the others. But yeah, I really love this game. It's literally one of my favorites. It's kind of a shame that a few things didn't go as planned, but overall I had a lot of fun. But yeah, so anyway guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and as it does let me know that you enjoy these types of videos. Yeah, so the next game that I'm going to be covering in my classic Mega Man retrospective is going to be Mega Man 8 for the PS1 and Sega Saturn. So I will delve into my thoughts on that game once I get into it. So anyways, hope you guys are having a good day, night, depending on which time zone you're in. And I will see you all in my next video. So peace out, take care, and stay safe.
It seems it's just